yeah, it is going to be interesting to see how these DTM cars perform here. But yes, 20 minutes of qualifying then await us. But let's go through the track details then before we get underway with qualifying. So the TT circuit Assen, referred to as the Cathedral by motorcycle racing enthusiasts, first opened in 1955. This circuit began actually in 1926 when it hosted the Dutch Tourist Trophy, hence the name TT circuit. Well, 1955 saw the purpose-built circuit as well, the circuit that we know today. So a track length of 4.555 kilometers, 18 turns, 12 to the right and 6 to the left. And a race lap record in these cars would be in the 126, 127, somewhere around there. Obviously, DTM has raced here in real life. In the 2020 season, the race lap record was a 126.1 by Fabio Scherer. So I think we're going to see lap times equal to about that. But yeah, this circuit is a very interesting one for sure. Obviously, when IndyCar visited here, we had very rainy conditions. Now it is dry, obviously, but yeah, we'll see. I think the circuit is very interesting, though. It is a very, very underrated circuit. It's got a lot of fast corners and a lot of good overtaking opportunities. If you think to the start finish straight, heading into turns 1, 2, and 3, and then also 4, 5, 6, and 7, you can carry some pretty good battles through there. And we've got some tricky corners as well. The heartbreaking sort of turn 11 onto turns 12 and 13, and then the final 3 corners, or final 4 corners, of turns 18, 19, 20, and 21. So yeah, it is a very different circuit, I must say, and I think the drivers here are gonna love it. As we see our first man on our lap at the moment, here is Aaron Curtis in the Audi on lap at the moment, as we see him head through turn 17. Here he goes through the final corners then, and across the line for Aaron Curtis, a 136.7, but David Kupok goes a tenth faster than that, so it's a 136.6, the time to beat at the top then. Next across the line is Mason Wincup. Behind him is the BMW of, I believe that is Alois Braunau. No, that is the man who's making his debut, Nilo Alcide from Finland, making his DTM debut today here at Assen. He is replacing Michael Sheeran at BMW, I believe. So, or no, he is replacing Roger James Jr. At BMW. Michael Sheeran has already been replaced. Stenjatron Konkum going fastest, then Nicholas Anderson slotting into P5. There's Erik Unit. Crosses the line, slots into P4. So first 9 times at the moment. We're waiting the other 9 drivers to cross the line then. As here's Henry J. Brown and Bironas Lokidelis. Clarkson Vidal crossing the line as well. The Irishman goes P5 as Remus McGregor goes fastest in the BMW. So he takes provisional pole at the moment, and it's Abrar Chowdhury who slots into second place. There behind him is Zedan Kaya, who goes up into P3, the current championship leader in the Audi, obviously. He's looking to perform well after that disappointing weekend at the Sachsenring. So let's see if the Filipino is back up into points or podium scoring positions. As Eric Adelberg goes into P2. Mason Wincup improves. It'll be, I believe, Jakob Horlacher has set a lap as well. As those are all the 18 times on the board, and it is Remus McGregor from Scotland who is on pole position at the moment, with Eric Adelberg in second place then. So pretty interesting qualifying table at the top then. as we got about 14 minutes remaining in qualifying. Here's the man in P3 at the moment, Abrar Chowdhury. Obviously made his debut at the second race of the season at Mugello. So, yeah, he is still looking to impress as he heads through turn 15. Now onto the final corners as Clarkson and Vidal sets an improvement. But let's see if Abrar Chowdhury is able to improve as he's going to cross the line. And it is an improvement for Abrar Chowdhury, but he stays in P3. There in the back, I believe, is Always Brown now. No, that is Ankaya. Bit difficult to spot the cars back there, but yeah, Ankaya not able to improve, so he stays P5. As Always Brown now was able to improve, so he's up into 4th place. I failed to notice that. Neil Alcida then in P8 at the moment. He probably doesn't have his expectations too high in his first ever race here at DTM and in the ACOC in general. But a P8 nonetheless will probably still be pretty good for him. Points on debut is definitely not a bad thing. As here is Huang Min Nguyen. Behind him is I need to think on who that is. Noah Clifton, right. Yeah, that is Nguyen and Clifton crossing the line at the same time. But neither of the two were able to improve, I believe. But let's look at the driver standings then. At the top of the DTM table at the moment, it is Bironas Lokidelis who leads the championship standing. So I was wrong on that, as he's in last place at the moment, Lokidelis. So could we see Zedan Kai actually retaking the lead of the championship here at Assen? But either way, Lokidelis leads the championship standings for now with Zedan Kaya in P2. As I think... Oh, my apologies. I was looking at the wrong championship standings. I was looking at the one from Mugello. I was supposed to look at the one after Sachsenring. That is my apologies. But yeah, Ankaya leads championship standings, 41 points, with Bironas Lokidelis in P2, 37 points. And then it is Tunyatun Konkom a bit back with 26 points in P3 at the moment. But yeah, these two, Lokidelis and Ankaya, are looking quite... I think they are looking quite on it to win the DTM championship. But yeah, let's see if anyone is able to challenge them up at the top in these last 4 races of the season. I mean, we've only got 4 races left, or 3 races left after this. So yeah, it is not a very big calendar, this DTM championship. But yeah, either way, it has still been quite enjoyable. As Nilo Alcida coming through the final corner. So let's see what it will be for... Oh, he's starting his lap, okay. So yeah, another anticlimax there, as here's Nilo Alcida starting his lap time then, heading through turn 1. Zedan Kaya though in P6, he's been knocked down all the way to 6th place, as the man from the Philippines in the Audi is looking to improve. Returns off in sector 1 then, as he heads through the middle sector here at Assen. Eric Adelberg there in P2 at the moment, the Swiss driver who's just started his lap. Obviously, he won his first ever DTM race at the Sachsenring, currently in P2 as well. So we could see Adelberg actually mounting a pretty good championship fight if he's able to keep this record of good results going. As here is Aaron Curtis in the Audi Sport Team Phoenix car as he heads through the hairpin of turn 5. Let's see his first sector time then, as he's about a 10th off Remus McGregor there for pole position. Heading through then the chicanes of turn 7 and 8, as we're having a bit of a mess here. I think Alois Brownau, Bironas Vokidelis, and Remus McGregor all in this little pack, as Brownau is trying to overtake Bironas Vokidelis here. Can the German swing around the outside of Vokidelis? Yes, it can. So that is Alois Brownau ahead for track position. Then Vokidelis not looking very fast. I believe something must have happened to the man in P2 in the championship standings, as we have a new pollster. It is David Kupok. David Kupok in the Audi goes fastest by about 200th of a second. That is the German on provisional pole, as Erik Janit goes into P3. But wow, what a lap from David Kupok with about 8 minutes to go in qualifying. Could that have sealed qualifying? Obviously, I don't think it has. It is a pretty close margin for pole, so I think with that time is definitely going to be a challenge. But who knows? We will have to wait and see, as Erik Adelberg goes through sector 1, 800ths of a second off David Kupok on pole position at the moment. As we have someone going up into P4, that is Nicholas Anderson, the American, up into 4th place in the Audi Sport Team Rosberg car. As here's Bironas Vokidelis. Does he have some sort of problems with the car? Either way, he is very, very slow at the moment. He's about an entire second, more than an entire second off David Kupok's pole time at the moment. So I think Vokidelis is definitely struggling with something, whether that might be adapting to the track or maybe some car setup or a car problem or whatever it might be. Either way, that is the Greek driver down in last place at the moment. As we see an improvement, that is Mason Wincup going up into P8. Erik Janit improves, but he stays P3 for now, as Erik Adelberg did cross the line there, but it was no improvement for the Swiss driver. He stays P5 for now. Here is Nicholas Anderson heading through turns 10, 11 and 12. Very fast couple of corners this. On to turn 12 and now on to turns 13 to 14. Watch out for that tire, how would you call that? Not the tire barrier, just tires, I guess. As Vokidelis improves, but he stays P18. I believe Brownau improved as well. Let's see if Nicholas Anderson is able to improve as he crosses line, and it is no improvement for Nicholas Anderson. He stays P4 with about 6 minutes remaining. Here's Albert Chowdhury, P8 at the moment in qualifying, as he heads through sector 1, as we have an improvement, and that is Noah Clifton up into P4. So that is the Australian driver up to the second row. So good stuff from Noah Clifton then. As Zetan Kaya now, with all these improvements, he's been knocked out of the points. So or I believe it was out of the points. Is it a top 10 point scoring? Yes, it is. Okay. Very professional commentating, me on. Great job. Is that Ankaya then heading through sector 1 is second off. So I think Ankaya struggling now in qualifying, as we have about 5 minutes remaining. So Ankaya has a bit of time to at least improve. As we have a few people come into the pits now. McGregor, Nit, Adelberg, Wincup and Curtis are all into the pits then. As Erik and Nit actually coming out now, so a few people did go out just as they went to pits. Nit and McGregor coming out, but McGregor has got Erik and Nit ahead of him, so I think they might have a bit of a battle on track for position in qualifying, as Nicholas Anderson's into the pit lane. Henry J. Brown then heading through the start-finish line. No improvement for the British-Portuguese driver. He stays P17. And that might be another bad qualifying streak for the Portuguese driver. I believe he hasn't had such a good qualifying back at the Sachsenring either. Same for Bironas Lokidelis. Last place in qualifying again, which has got to hurt the Greeks' championship standings, or championship hopes, should I say. Alois Braunau, though, heading through Sector 1, about a hundredth of a second off David Kupok, his fellow countryman, up there at the top. But Sector 2 and Sector 3 is where it's going to matter here at the TT Circuit Assen. As Braunau heading through turn 11 now, and on to turn 12. Flat round there, and on to turn 13 as well. Turns 13 and 14. I think you got to lift through that corner. On to the final corners then. The chicane says Brownhouse into the pits. Great. We have another car crossing the line there, though they did not improve. That was Jakob Horlacher, so he stays P15. Albert Chowdhury then heading through turn 5. Guess he was not able to improve on his previous lap. But now with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, the question is, can anyone challenge David Kupok there at the top for pole position here at Assen? So here is Clarkson Vidal, the Irishman, who's just going to round a few final corners here. Let's see if he's able to improve, as David Kupok sets an improvement. Actually, he goes even faster than his own pole time. Vidal goes across the line, he can't improve, but David Kupok actually improves on his qualifying lap, so he's about a 10th clear of Remus McGregor, and I think that might have actually sealed qualifying for David Kupok. So impressive stuff from the German. But there is still 2 minutes to go, so let's see if anyone is still able to challenge for pole position here at Assen. Huang Min Nguyen currently in P14, as there in the background are some two cars. I believe that was the Silver File car of Basin Wing Cup, Erik Nitt. Only 8 hundredths of a second off David Kupok's pole time. Can't quite manage for pole, but I think he's still got another lap to do it. So good thing that he's got another lap in, but the people in the pits can't go out for the laps anymore. So Braunau and Konkum, their qualifying sessions are over. But either way, we've still got the remaining 16 on track, all hunting to take pole, as Zadankaya now starts his lap. I think Bironas Lokidelis was there in the background as well. Yeah, there he is, as he's going to start his lap as well. As there's Noah Clifton too. I think that is, I think that might be Kupok behind Lokidelis actually. Yes, it is. So Kupok has got the slowest car on track at the moment ahead of him, which is a bit unlucky for Kupok, but he is still looking to have some good chances to take pole position here at Assen. But let's see if anyone else is able to challenge him, as Erik Adelberg and Remus McGregor both looking to take that pole. Adelberg looking to be on pole, and McGregor looking to reclaim that pole. But we know Adelberg's race skills then. But yeah, let's see if he's able to make it up for in the race at least. As yes, the checker flag is now out. Qualifying is finished. First car to cross the line is Remus McGregor. Let's see where he goes, and he goes on pole. Remus McGregor, the Scotsman, retakes pole position from David Kupok, as Erik Adelberg improves as well. He's up to P4, but McGregor back on pole. So big change here in qualifying. Nicholas Anderson crosses the line. Is David Kupok on a lap? Yes, he is, but he's got Bironas Lokidelis there ahead of him. So might Kupok be getting held up here? Let's see as they head through the final corner. Then Kupok's into the pits. He's not going to finish his lap. He's aborted his lap. Here's Bironas Lokidelis then as he crosses the line. And he goes P13, so at least some improvement for Bjorn Lokidelis. There in the background was Noah Clifton. He crossed the line, but there was no improvement for him. Aaron Curtis crosses the line, goes P17, and knocks Henry J. Brown to last place. As I think, Clifton crossed the line as well. So did Anderson. Here's Wincup and I believe Hwang Min Nguyen. So let's see as the pair of them crossed the line. Nguyen first. Or no, that was Henry J. Brown who crossed the line. He went P15. And Wincup not able to cross. We're waiting for the final car to cross the line then. And I think that is... Who might that be? I don't know, as we're just looking around to try and find them. Either way, it doesn't matter because they can improve, and that means that Remus McGregor is on pole position here at Assen. So let's go through the starting grid then before lights out here at the TT Circuit Assen. It is Remus McGregor on pole position for the first time in his career here at Assen, with David Kupok, the German, lining up in second place. Second row, we've got Estonian Erik Nüt in P3 with Erik Adelberg, the Swiss driver, in P4. Is he Swiss? I think he is. Yes, he is. Noah Clifton is P5 with Nicholas Anderson in P6. Alois Brown now P7, Clarkson Vidal in P8, and it's Aura Chowdhury in P9 and Mason Wincup rounding out the points in 10th place. Zenan Kaya, championship leader, starting P11 with Tunyator and Konkum in P12. Bjorn Lokidelis was just able to get himself up into P13, so he's going to want to get into the points in this race and beat out Ankaya, with rookie Nilo Alcide qualifying in P14. Henry J. Brown is 15th with Hwang Min Nguyen in 16th place, and the two final cars on the grid are Jakob Horlacher and Aaron Curtis. So let's get on our way with the race, shall we? So 18 laps await us here at Assen. It's Remus McGregor on pole, but can Kupok do anything off the line? Let's see, as we've got 6 lights. And we're on our way here at Assen. McGregor then with a very good start, but has Kupok been compromised off the line? Let's see, as I think Nüt's already trying to get ahead of Kupok into turn 1. Nüt on the outside of David Kupok's. McGregor already leads by a huge amount from turn 1. I think there's a crash at the back. It's David Kupok. Kupok is starting in P2. He's off. He's into the pit exit, and I think he's made contact with Erik Nüt. And what shame for David Kupok as he's out of the race here at Assen. As Erik Nüt's up into P2, Erik Adelberg is up into P3. But that is a massive shame for David Kupok, and what a disappointment it must be for the German as well, as Remus McGregor leads from Erik Nüt, Erik Adelberg, Noah Clifton and Nicholas Anderson, but it might be from Alois Brown now, as Brown now looking to challenge Anderson now, as in the background Chowdhury and Wincup going back and forth with each other. Wincup up 1 position as Lokidelis is going that one as well. But what a shame for David Kupok, it must be said, as Nilo Alcide here is trying in the move on Zenan Kaya, and Kaya looking to be caught napping, because here is, there's Alcide going side by side with Ankaya, as Ankaya's got a bit of overspeed as he hits the tires there, but obviously no damage. Alcide trying it on the inside now, and Kaya leaving the space. Good little battle between these two, as Alcide trying to follow the Audi of Ankaya through onto the final corners now, as they go back and forth. Ankaya with a bit of grip, but I think he went over the curb there. I think Alcide is going to be able to get past now, as he is, but Ankaya is going to look to try into turn 1. Alcide, the rookie in his first DTM race, defending from the championship leader. This is great stuff, as they go side by side. There's Lokidelis going side by side with Hwang Min Nguyen as well, as they're still at it actually, but I think Ankaya is finally ahead. No, he isn't. Here comes Nilo Alcide on the inside, as I think he is actually ahead. Yes, he is. So what a great battle between those two, and that is Nilo Alcide overtaking the championship leader Zenan Kaya in his first ever DTM race. As here's Clarkson Vidal and the Irishman trying to get past Alois Brown now for P6. Obviously, we had quite an eventful race at IndyCar here as well. A lot of shock retirements, and we're seeing that in DTM as well. But I mean, what a shame it must be for David Kupok, who's retired. Starting P2, his career best. I think that is a massive disappointment for. Yeah, that is definitely a massive disappointment for David Kupok, and I think he must be frustrated with that. As Nicholas Anderson now on the back of Noah Clifton for P4, so I think Clifton's had a pretty good start. If we could see the position changes, maybe. As we're on to lap 3 of 18, Erkki Nytt at the fast lap. And yes, here is the position changes from the first lap then. So McGregor remains on pole. Everyone from P2 to P9 is up 1 position due to Kupok DNFing. Concom's up 2, Alcide is up 3. What a start from Neil Alcide. That is him up into P11 from the start. Huang Min Nguyin's up 2, Jacob Horlocker's up 2, and Curtis is up 1 because obviously Kupok DNF'd. And Kaya is down 1, and Brown's down 1 as well, and then Loki Dellis and McGregor remaining in their respective positions from where they started. Nicholas Anderson trying to catch Noah Clifton here, but I think he's having a bit of he's struggling a bit trying to catch up to the BMW. So I think Clifton might remain in P4. Either way, Neil Alcide, that pace he has doesn't look to be stopping as he's trying to get some first ever points in his ACO career in his first race. He's actually trying to attempt it on Jonathan Concom, but he's not able to do it just yet. As they head through turn 12 and on to turns 13 and 14. Meanwhile, here's Nicholas Anderson trying to get Noah Clifton through the final chicane they go. And let's see if Anderson is within striking distance of the Australian as they head down the start-finish straight. Remus McGregor, though, leads by 1.3 seconds, so it's an absolutely dominant drive by McGregor at the moment. He's really got no one behind him to challenge at the moment, except maybe Erkki Nytt, but Erik Adelberg is 2.2 seconds down the road from them, so yeah, the only person to challenge McGregor at the moment might be Erkki Nytt, but Nytt is not gaining on McGregor. As Nicholas Anderson, the American, still trying to get up into P4, but he's not able to get Noah Clifton for 4th place here. As they make their way around turn 5, no sorry, not turn 5, turn 8. And on to turns 9 and 10. Obviously can carry very good battles through here. Alcide and Ankaya proved that very well. On to turn 12 as well, as Anderson is trying to keep up with Noah Clifton. Heading through the chicanes then, as Remus McGregor, look at that, he was about, what was he? He was about 1.6 seconds leading of Nytt. Now look back at him, he's 2.3 ahead of Erkki Nytt. So McGregor is just absolutely pulling away from everyone else at the moment. As I think Anderson is gaining a tiny bit on Noah Clifton, but I think we aren't going to see a move until a few laps time. So Anderson is just going to have to play the waiting game and be patient here at Assen. Mason Wincup, then he's trying to get Abrar Chowdhury, but Chowdhury, I think, is a bit ahead of... Okay, now I'm stumbling over myself here. Chowdhury is not within striking distance of Or sorry, Wing Cup's not. I'm making too many mistakes today. Damn. Wing Cup, I wouldn't say he's close enough to make the move on Abra Chowdhury just yet. So I think Chowdhury is going to remain in P8 for the time being at the moment. That is obviously unless he makes a mistake. Obviously, Wing Cup has a tiny bit more DTM experience than Abra Chowdhury. So we got a bit of a train there behind Zela and Kaya, actually. I just noticed that. As we approach lap 6 of 18, and it's Remus McGregor at the fastest lap in 1:36.6. And look, he's lapping 1.2 seconds faster than Erki Nytt. Everyone's lapping in the 1:37s. He is lapping in the 1:36, so he's just on an absolutely whole nother level today, Remus McGregor. As the Njotan Konkum is actually going to get Mason Wing Cup here. I thought he was having a bit of a look there on Wing Cup, but Konkum's going to have to watch about Nilo Alcide behind, because Konkum has to pick the absolute perfect time to strike. He has to pick the absolute perfect time here to strike on Mason Wing Cup, because otherwise Alcide can just sneak past here as they head through the chicanes. Here's Erik Adelberg. Adelberg's actually caught up to Erik Nytt here, so could we see Erik Adelberg taking P2 from Erik Nytt here today? As they head through the right-hander of turn 11. You can see that on the track map on the right, everyone is just so grouped up together. And then you have the leading car, Remus McGregor, is just absolutely pulled away here. So a really, really dominant display of power Remus McGregor is performing today. There we go, setting another fastest lap. A 1:36.6 from the Scotsman. As the question is now, is Erki Nytt actually trying to back Erik Adelberg into Noah Clifton? Because I think, I think Nytt already knows he's gonna be overtaken at some point, so he's just gonna try to delay it in the most effective way, at least, and I think he's doing that right now. He's blocking Adelberg to try and get Clifton behind. Maybe not. Who knows? Hwang Min Nguyen then, he's trying to get Biron Slokidelis. Obviously very, very hard to overtake when you're just stuck in a train like this, but as one person I formerly commentated used to say, you have to risk it for the biscuit sometimes. So we'll see if Nguyen is looking to take the risk and try and make a opportunistic move on Biron Slokidelis. Either way, it's not quite likely at the moment. But one move that is looking more and more likely as time passes might be Erik Adelberg on Erki Nytt. Obviously, Adelberg made the move on, I believe he actually started P2 in the race in the Sachsenring, and then made the move for the lead. So Adelberg has pretty good race performance, just in general. So we could see Adelberg taking P2 here as well. As Nilo Alcide is stuck in the train behind Alois Brown now. As well, Pau Paul's coming in chat, DTM train, huh? Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is... it is a massive train at the moment. So, no one's really able to get an inch on each other. I mean, look at this camera angle. You can just see how many cars are following each other. So, I mean, look at this, like a snake just running through the entire track. they head through turns 10 and 11. Alcide is still trying to get to Nyatra and Konkum. He's still got pretty good pace in that BMW, but he's not able to overtake the Thai driver. So I think Alcide might stay P11 as Remus McGregor, yet another fastest lap. This man is just doing, I don't even know what he's doing. He's just setting fastest laps for fun at this point. As we're in lap 9 of 18 now, so we crossed the halfway point in this race here at the TT circuit Assen. Clarkson Vidal then trying to get Alois Brown off for P6, but he has not been able to do it. As they head through turn 5 onto turns 6, 7, and then down, or no, yeah. No, they're coming through turn 6 and now. I apologize for being so incompetent today with commentating. I've just been really tired. I mean, I always say that, but yeah, I'm just not really in the focus at the moment. Commentating alone for races like these are quite difficult, especially when there's absolutely nothing going on. So I hope you guys understand at least, but know that I am still trying my best to deliver a good commentating experience to you guys, the fans who are watching there. As Noah Clifton has caught up to these guys as well, so is Nicholas Anderson, and I think it is only a matter of time before Alois Brownau and Clarkson Vidal catch up to these guys as well. As lap 10 of 18 now, no one's able to gain an inch on each other. As you can see, everyone's just going to start-finish straight at the moment. McGregor is already rounding turn 4 as everyone's just going through turn 1 now. That is, I mean, how do you even do that? That is some incredible pace he's showing at the moment. As here he is, our man from Scotland, in the number 16 BMW team. What car is he in? BMW team RMR car, the Deutsche Post liveried BMW. A beautiful car, that one, I must say. Looks especially nice with that livery as well. Stands out from the others, in my opinion. It's a nice shade of yellow on that BMW. As I think, was that Neil Alcide looking to try the move on Nyatra and Konkum? Yeah, either way, yeah, he wasn't able to get it done. Here's Clarkson Vidal in the meanwhile. He's still trying to get German Alois Braunau, the lone German, running in the field at the moment, as David Kupok DNF'd, obviously. If you did miss that, or are just tuning in, David Kupok qualified P2 in qualifying, but unfortunately his race was cut short with an incident on the first lap where he went into the wall. Obviously, the incident will be investigated after the race by our steward team, and yeah, we'll see if any penalties will be dished out for the race. Clarkson Vidal rounding turn 8, still trying to get ahead of his fellow BMW driver there, Alois Braunau. Or no, they're teammates. Yeah, they are. Yeah, both team RBM cars running P6 and P7. So that'll be good for them in the constructors at least. Lap 12 of 18 then, and guess who set the fastest lap? Yeah, who else would it be than Remus McGregor, as he sets a 1:36.5. That is a tenth faster than his previous fastest lap, so he's just absolutely smashing it at the moment. Neil Alcide then, I think it must be a bit disappointing for him, considering that what I was gonna say, Neil Alcide obviously not able to he was not able to get into the points, so which was unfortunate for him. Obviously getting stuck behind that train, basically just prompts no overtaking at the moment. So yeah, it is unfortunate for the Finnish driver, but there is obviously still next race, which is at Brands Hatch. So that will be the first time the ACOC visits the Brands Hatch circuit in Great Britain, which is going to be pretty interesting. And then after that, we have got the Norris Ring, which is also the first time we visit that circuit. And I believe it is a street circuit as well, so I think that is the only time DTM visits a street circuit. And the final race of the season is at the Hockenheimring, so that will be the season, how would you say it, the final race of the season. Yeah, let's just put it like that. As Nicholas Anderson is still trying to catch Noah Clifton, but he really has not been able. He's been trying the entire race, but yeah. As Huang Min Nguyen, yeah, also stuck in this train. Look at this. It's like a conga line of cars, just going from P11 to or P10 to P17. That is, I mean, that is a spectacle to behold, I must say. Look at that. Maybe if we get some maybe if we get what's that one song called? Nah, never mind. I would sing it out, but I am a horrible singer, and that would probably ruin the entire stream, so I will not attempt that. Either way, at the top, Remus McGregor is leading by 9 seconds now, so he has an absolutely incredible lead at the moment, Remus McGregor, and yeah, he is doing great at the moment. Aaron Curtis looking to get Henry J. Brown, but obviously he is not able to. There's Huang Min Nguyen then, former Formula E driver, obviously. With Edams, he did all right in Formula E. No majorly impressive results, obviously. Now he resides in DTM, and yeah, obviously kind of the same there as well. No really big improvements. He's just kind of stayed where he is. So. And I mean, we got some other experienced drivers in the field as well. We've got who more have we got actually? I think it's only Huang Mingyuan. I think the rest of the field are rookies. Yeah, they are. So yeah, the entire DTM field is rookies, except except only Huang Mingyuan. Obviously, Christoph Baronek and Talon Nugali did contest the first round of DTM, but they are in IndyCar now, so yeah. As we've got 3 laps remaining then in this race here at Assen, Remus McGregor led every lap of this Grand Prix here at the TT Circuit Assen. It's been an absolutely dominant display from the Scottish driver, and I must say he has done really, really well today. And I think that it's going to propel him up a few places in the championship standings. He's P6 in the championship standings now, and I think that is going to bring him up to about... He might actually be in the championship leader after this race. That is if my calculations are correct. I think he's going to be up there P1, P2 at least in the championship standings. So we could see a new championship leader being crowned at the end of this race, and rightfully so, as McGregor has definitely proved it today. Northern Concom's trying to get Mason Whincup, but to no avail. Huang Mingyuan trying to get Bironos Loki Delis as well. Loki Delis has fallen off quite a lot as well. He's not scored any points in the last 2 races. So yeah, it is unfortunate for Loki Delis. Here's Mason Whincup then, the Australian in the Mercedes AMG Team Silver File car. Going around in P9 at the moment. Whincup obviously hasn't had a lot of good results. He currently has 4 points in the championship standing, so that's another 2 points to his tally. As Erki Nytt sets the fastest lap, surprisingly. As I think he's actually gaining on Remus McGregor a bit, but either way, it is too late for that, because McGregor leads with such an incredible gap that I think even if he spins, he's still gonna be first place. Aaron Curtis is going to try to get Henry J. Brown here, but either way, I don't think it is going to work. As, yeah, pretty disappointing result for the Irishman. It's going to be last out of all the runners. But I think most disappointed is definitely going to be David Kupok with that DNF. As here's McGregor, then he's gonna cross the line to start the final lap of this race as we go on board with the Scottish driver then. in the BMW, heading through turns 1 and 2 for the final time. As here he is heading down the main straight. It's been a very dominant result because we haven't seen much of McGregor. He's been in the points a few times, and I suppose he's done pretty well. He's been pretty consistent over the entire course of the season. Obviously, we've still got 3 rounds remaining, so we'll see if McGregor is able to clinch the DTM championship, or if anyone else is able to do it. Obviously, I can't say who's going to do it because this championship is quite close, actually. As he rounds turn 11, the right-hander for the final time. On to turn 12 as well. As Remus McGregor, then the man from Scotland, only has a few corners to go. And Remus McGregor, as he crosses the final chicane with an absolute masterclass, crosses the line to win here at Assen. And what a dominant drive from Remus McGregor, as Erik Init's going to come on P2, and it's Erik Adelberg who's going to come on P3 as well. Noah Clifton is P4 with Nicholas Anderson rounding out to P5. I was waiting for everyone to cross the line, but then that is it for the race here at Assen. So as we're just waiting for everyone to cross the line, and final car on the grid is Aaron Curtis. So let's go through the final classifications then of the race here at Assen. So it is Remus McGregor who takes his first ever win in DTM here at Assen, with Erik Init in P2 was just able to snatch away that fastest lap. He finishes in second place. Erik Adelberg is P3, with Noah Clifton finishing P4, Nicholas Anderson P5 with Alois Brown on P6. Clarkson Vidal finished P7 with Albert Chowdhury 8th. Mason Wickup is 9th with Tunyaton Konkam in P10. Neil Olsi, the P11 with Zeran Kaya P12. Bironas Lokidelis is P13 with Wang Min Nguyen in P14. Jakob Horlacher P15. Henry J. Brown is P16 with Aaron Curtis 17th. And the non-finisher is David Kupak, who finishes last. So that is it for DTM here at Assen. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a very interesting race. Congratulations to Remus McGregor on the incredible win. He definitely deserves that, and I think he is the championship leader now, if my maths are correct. And yes, that is it for DTM this week. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you at 9 p.m. today. So in about 4 hours' time, we will see you for the Formula 2 Russian Grand Prix at Sochi. So until then... So we'll see you then, and until then, it is goodbye.